small wireless up here too? Is that the idea?
Las Vegas, right there in the middle of the copper. That is a T-Mobile Arena where tonight Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin will have a rematch of their first bout a year ago that ended in a controversial draw. Tonight, though, they both said they're going to leave nothing to the judges. Canelo Triple G, the rematch coming your way from Las Vegas. Inside the T-Mobile Arena, some of the undercards coming your way with a couple of young Golden Boy prospects that are really highly touted. Thank you for joining us all over the world. I'm Bethel Duran alongside the editor-in-chief of the Ring Magazine and RingTV.com, Doug Fisher, one of the best boxing scribes out there. We're going to bring you two fights tonight featuring Golden Boy prospects Virgil Ortiz and Alexis Rocha. The first one coming up will be Alexis Rocha. His opponent, Carlos Ortiz, is getting into the ring right now.
And his opponent tonight, fighting out of the red corner from Santana, California, undefeated Alexis Rocha. Gentlemen from T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada, our bout here scheduled for 8 rounds in the super welterweight division. Brought to you by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. This bout in association with Pepe Gomez's Cancun Box. Presented by Tecate, the official beer of boxing, and our sponsors, Hennessy, Interjet Airlines, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Fred Loya Insurance, Venom, the movie, in theaters worldwide October 5th, and Capital Holding. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and black, he weighed in officially 148 pounds. In 12 professional bouts, his record, 10 victories, 2 defeats, all 10 wins, coming by way of knockout, presentando de Torreón, Mexico, Carlos Ale Ortiz. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing silver and black, trimmed in both the flags of Mexico and the USA. He weighed in 148 and 1/2 pounds, and in 11 professional bouts, he is perfect. 11 victories, no defeats, 8 wins by way of knockout. The fighting pride of Santana, California, here is undefeated Alexis Rocha. And your referee in charge of the action, Jay Nady.
Ten rounds. Good luck, touch gloves, go to work.
Jay Nady, the third man in the ring tonight. This one between Alexis Rocha and Carlos Ortiz. 8 rounds in the super welterweight division.
Both guys are essentially welterweights, though. They both came in at 148, 148 and a quarter. You know, there's no world title or even regional title on the line, so why sweat out that extra pound and a quarter?
I think Ortiz, the veteran fighter, would say, yeah, I agree with you there, Doug. He's 10-2 with 10 KOs. His brother, Roberto Ortiz, will be fighting after this one against Virgil Ortiz. There's a bunch of Ortizes coming your way.
That's a popular name.
Hey, why not?
Those
Alexis
guys are
Rocha.
southpaws.
Yep.
I'm seeing now.
Yeah, two southpaws facing each other. Alexis Rocha, he's 21 years old. His background, you're seeing him for the first time. He's a fighter who at the age of 14 was 210 pounds. And he didn't work out. His older brother Ronnie was boxing, was at that time just turned pro with Golden Boy. Alexis would be the kid that would follow the brother to the gym because that was his babysitter. The mom was at work, so Alexis would just go with them and sit in the corner, as he said, with his Game Boy and his Flamin' Hot Cheetos and a Coke. And we just sit there and sit there. And as junior high started progressing, he didn't like getting called names, because in junior high, we know, Dougie, the nicknames drop and the meanness comes from kids. He started skipping rope, wanted to lose a couple pounds. Started doing boxing just a mitts with his trainer, Hector. Next thing you know, they realized, hey, you have a lot of power. Shed the weight, and within a couple years was fighting for the USA in Russia, representing Team USA. And here he is as a professional at the age of 21.
And both brothers were really good amateurs. I know Ronnie was a U.S. national amateur champion. He was a very good professional, a good boxer technician. And Rocha has the technique, but he also has something that Ronnie never had, and that is punching power. In fact, he rides a consecutive first round KO streak coming into this fight. I think he won his last 3 fights by first round knockout.
Yep, he was. But then you ask him about these. I should have knocked those guys. The quality of opponents weren't exactly the best.
Oh, that's true. I mean, he's 21 years old, and he's still being matched in a manner that's going to help him progress as a young professional. But looking at their respective records, you know, Ortiz doesn't come in having faced any sort of credible opposition either. So we don't know how hard he punches, even though he's won all of his fights by knockout.
Ortiz, promoted by Cancun Boxing with Pepe Gomez.
They do a great job in Cancun. I was able to experience one of his shows over the summer.
What a beauty.
A lot of fun. Good cards.
Yeah, they bring fighters. They work with Golden Boy closely as Cancun Boxing. And they're coming their way. They bring a couple fights tonight. And this is a test for Alexis Rocha to see, at this point, 11-0, you want to start giving him better opposition, obviously. You can't spoon feed him anymore.
Ortiz is cut around his right eye.
Yep. As a result of a punch from Alexis Rocha.
Yeah, I didn't see a clash of heads.
Right on the eyebrow. This cutman's going to have to get to work quickly.
No tienes que dejarlo. Tienes que tirar tú primero antes de que él piense.
You have to throw first before he
No
starts
nada más
thinking.
uno tiene. Ten cuidado, pero al mismo tiempo no lo respetes al cabrón. Okay? Fight your fight. Keep backing him up with the jab. Go to the body. The body, the body, the body. Okay? The headshot will be there.
Rocha works his jab, turns it into a hook, and comes back with a straight left. That was a nice combination. There's a different angle of the same combination. Jab, hook, straight left.
Second round of action scheduled for 8 super welterweights. Alexis Rocha. He's got the American flag on his trunks. It's Carlos Ortiz, 10-2, 10 KOs from Torreon, Mexico. Those 10 KOs coming against lesser opposition. Most of them having losing records.
And we should note that Ortiz is coming off a knockout loss in June.
Yep.
So it's good for him to get out of the first round against a puncher like Alexis Rocha. Rocha's trainer is wanting him to aim some of that power downstairs, which I think is that's good advice.
We're going to talk to Alexis a little bit. Said he's realizing, I think it's most young fighters, that when you go upstairs, as the opposition increases, the resistance also increases. These guys can take the shots. upstairs. They'll need the body shot. See more of that from him the last couple fights for Alexis Rocha.
And Ortiz looks like a competent boxer. He's a solid foundation. He is the more mature fighter. He's 34 years old. And he did take some choice headshots from Rocha in the opening round. So why not tap that body if he sees an opening? Oh, that was a nice overhand left, wasn't it?
Real nice overhand left.
Kind of sneaky, too. But I see the jab is bothering Rocha. So that's something he's going to have to work on, the head movement.
Double the jab with the right hook from Alexis Rocha. Body shot. Moving back, Carlos Ortiz here in the second. Winging the left hand.
You can hear the impact of Rocha's punches.
That body shot, you can hear. We're about 4 rows back, and you can hear it here. First side.
That's it. Take your jab away.
Calmness also from Rocha.
That's it.
From his opening debut, his pro debut, when we were there for him, Doug, but he's never been the fighter that comes out and just goes 1,000 miles an hour like those, usually the first 3-4 fights.
Beto, I can't tell, but is there a cut higher on the head, on the right side of Ortiz's head? I didn't know if it was just blood splattered from the cut eyebrow or if there's another cut.
I was wondering the same thing. That blood is trickling into his eye now.
Maybe it's just where he's holding his gloves close to his face and he's smeared the blood up there.
Regardless, he's cut and he's starting to feel the punches and the power from Alexis Rocha here in the second.
Yeah, Ortiz is leery of letting his hands go.
He's keeping the guard really close.
The one punch Ortiz can land is his jab, and that's enough to be frustrating for Rocha. You see him double up on the jab, and it does cause Rocha to take a step back, but he's not discouraging Rocha at all.
No, Rocha coming forward. Final seconds of the second round, scheduled for 8. Alexis Rocha, Carlos Ortiz working our way towards Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin 2, Las Vegas.
Okay, listen. Iniciativa, tú tienes que tirar primero.
You need to throw first.
Sí, y de repente se la cambio, pero bien seguro, luego se avienta, entra y ahí agárralo tú.
Get in, and then you get in.
Tienes que seguir llaveando, no lo dejes que él tire primero.
Don't let him throw
no lo
first.
dejes pensar, tú tienes que tirar primero.
You have to throw first.
En círculo tienes que tirar tu jab. En
you have to throw your jab.
Pero hazlo. Lo estás esperando y él está pensando, él está haciendo la pelea. La vaselina.
Beautiful jab to the stomach, followed by a straight left, landed by Rocha. And Ortiz doubling up on his jab and causing the young man to take a step back.
Watching Alexis Rocha, who's 11-0, 8 KOs. He's got the white trunks. Carlos Ortiz from Torreon, Mexico, 10-2, 10 KOs. Rocha, a prospect that Golden Boy is really high on. I think around the boxing circles too, he's starting to make a name for himself. Not by social media, not by trash talking, not by viral videos, but by just his boxing bag.
Yeah, there's a lot to like. He has a crowd-pleasing style.
He has a good following in Santa Ana, California. Cal attorney sponsor, Alacos Cafe, having a viewing party for him right now. So there's lots of market with this kid. Bilingual.
Yeah, and he has a nice personality. He's fun to interview. He's thoughtful. It's what I call an affable personality.
Yeah, he likes taking shots at me.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, so Alexis, one of his early fights, I think last year at the StubHub Center, on HBO, they did a recap of the earlier fights. Jim Lampley said some nice things about Alexis Rocha, has a bright future. And Alexis took that clip of Jim Lampley and he put it on his Instagram. Really nice. He said, I can't wait for the day that Jim Lampley calls my fight. And you and I have called all these fights on Ring TV or on the streaming side where we've been fighting at the small
True,
club
we're
shows.
familiar with him from the Belasco Theater, Fantasy Springs Casino circuit.
As he's digging into the body, Alexis Rocha, strong left hand from Rocha.
Rocha has stepped up his intensity and his pressure and his punch output.
Well, I left a comment on his Instagram. Thanks, Alexis, for remembering me, who's been there for every single one of your fights.
I think I saw that.
And he writes back, don't worry, Beto, you can have a dream too. Jim Lampley Jr.
Nice.
So
Is that what he called you now, Lampley Jr.?
He's like, hey, Jim Lampley Jr. I saw him at the video workout. I'm like, hey, you know what? We can all aspire to be Jim Lampley. Does a great job for HBO. He'll be on the call later on the night with Max Kellerman and Roy Jones Jr. on the HBO pay-per-view for Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. That starts at 5 o'clock Pacific time with Chocolatito on the first bout.
Rocha is working the body and the head very well now, and the body shots are setting up head shots because Ortiz will lower his guard, lower his elbows to try to protect himself from those power shots to the midsection. In the meantime, he's taking a shellacking to the head, but he's taking this power. So this is a good opponent that Roberto Diaz selected for this young prospect because he's giving what our colleague Steve Kim likes to say, professional resistance, and that's what a young man needs to
Some
learn
of the shots
and to
that he's
develop.
landed tonight have dropped his other opponents that we're used to seeing. Final seconds of the third round.
Now come in when you turn them.
All right, guys, here we are coming to you live from Las Vegas, where it has been an exciting week leading up to the fights that we have here tonight inside the T-Mobile Arena. I'm Jess Rosales, sitting alongside Cynthia Conte here inside of our social media lounge. And you guys, we've got the best seat right up here. We're overseeing all of the fights over the ring. But the best part about it is that we are also monitoring all of your tweets tonight on Twitter. Make sure you guys are using that hashtag Canelo G2 so we see everything that you guys are saying. We're going to be up here reporting, reading some of these tweets, and of course, we'll be responding to some of you guys as well.
Yes. This is going to be fun. I mean, this is the fight that we've all been wanting to see, the rematch. I mean, if you guys saw yesterday's weigh-in, it was lit. So we're going to make sure that is going to be lit. This fight will be lit tonight just for you guys. All right, guys? So enjoy.
Fourth round of action, Alexis Rocha, Carlos Ortiz, the T-Mobile Arena. Undercard action coming your way. Night of Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez, the rematch, Canelo G2. The T-Mobile Arena where they did this a year ago. Could have been a controversial draw. The weigh-in got heated yesterday. Canelo putting his forehead on Gennady's forehead. The cats were pushing each other.
That's uncharacteristic. So you wonder, is he just hyped up? Is he trying to sell pay-per-views? Or is Team Golovkin under his skin?
It's a sold-out T-Mobile tonight. Doug, you and I were there for the weigh-ins, and the vibe and the buzz in the building. It's actually in this building, so it's pretty cool the first time they had a weigh-in here.
It was a very eventful and entertaining weigh-in, and not just with the main event.
Wow. And you can also see Spike O'Sullivan from Ireland. It's Canada's David Lemieux, and those two hate each other. They had to get separated at the weigh-in.
Spike was in rare form.
Wow, swing and a miss from Alexis.
That's the first egregious miss that he's had. He's landed everything to the body and head, and Ortiz is still in here jabbing at him. But look at Rocha. He is remaining poised. He's not getting crazy, even though he has an inviting and easy target in front of him. He's pacing himself. And most guys would be breaking down right now. I don't know about Ortiz. He looks really sturdy, very determined, but one thing's for certain, the offense of Rocha has quelled the offense of Ortiz.
Slowing down is Carlos Ortiz, 10-2 with 10 KOs. Alexis still bouncing around on his toes. Ortiz defensive in the red. Body shot. You see more body shots now from Alexis Rocha. Must be something they worked on in camp, because I've never seen him throw this many body shots. The evolution of a young fighter.
I like his punch selection. I think he's mixing the body shots and the head shots very well together.
Rocha has actually gone up to Robert Garcia's gym in Riverside and was sparring Esquivia Falcao, the Brazilian Olympian.
Right, an Olympic bronze medalist. That's good work. And, you know, an older, more mature fighter.
Yeah, they all, trainer Hector Lopez was telling me that they also found a Ukrainian guy who's undefeated. He weighs 160. And Alexis was doing work. This is when Alexis was heavier at the start of the camp.
Actually, did you say Esquivia Falcao or Yamaguchi?
Esquivia Falcao.
So that's actually a silver medalist.
Oh, the silver medalist.
Yeah.
Yamaguchi.
And I think a heavier weight as well.
Yamaguchi, yeah. The two brothers from Brazil. One for Golden Boy, one for Tom.
That's right.
Good quality work. Final seconds. Another solid round for Alexis Rocha from Santana, California.
Wallace calls it 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
And Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente es que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on Fight. Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Alexis Rocha, the southpaw, because they're both southpaws. He's wearing white. Undefeated, 11-0, 8 KOs is Alexis Rocha. Some of the Golden Boy matchmaker Roberto Diaz bringing along nicely. They're stepping him up in competition. Some against 10-2 with 10 KOs. Carlos Ortiz. And all Alexis in this fight, he's starting to wear down Ortiz in the red.
I think they chose wisely. I think the level of competition that Rocha faced in previous years would have been laid out by now. And this fight looks like it's headed towards the 8-round distance. And it's good for a young fighter to go rounds, particularly when he's been winning all of his fights by first-round knockout.
Yeah, it's early afternoon in Las Vegas. You're fighting inside the T-Mobile Arena, where later on the night, Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez will go at it. Canelo Triple G2. And the buzz in the building. But at one point, those fighters were also fighting in the early afternoon. Like you tell the story about watching Floyd Mayweather's debut at 1 in the afternoon.
Exactly.
These guys have to go through this for Alexis Rocha to fight in Las Vegas inside the T-Mobile. He said it was very exciting. I asked him, you going to be nervous? He said, maybe when I walk to the arena, but inside, no. And you don't see any of that nervousness from him being in a big venue.
No, he's very composed. And I just think he and his brother are, they're kind of like, they're natural fighters.
It was 2 years ago on the night before Amir Khan and got knocked out by Canelo, where Alexis fought outside the T-Mobile Arena on TV. It was a swing bout.
I remember that.
And it was raining. So talking to him at the weigh-in, he said, look, if I can sit there, be a swing bout, and we have to figure out what we're going to do with the rain, he goes, I'm inside now, Beto. This is cool.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, this is a step up. And it's great that people are able to see him with this free view leading into the pay-per-view portion of this card.
You're checking in with us right now. The next fight up will be Virgil Ortiz taking on Roberto Ortiz. Virgil, 10-0, 10 KOs from Dallas, Texas, Grand Prairie to be exact.
I don't know how Ortiz is taking this power. If folks at home are watching this thinking that Alexis Rocha's power is overrated, no, he's got really heavy hands. Ortiz is just a tough cookie.
Oh, solid right hand from Ortiz, for Alexis Rocha.
Ortiz is being forced to punch back, so we're getting some nice exchanges here.
Desperation now from Carlos Ortiz. Final seconds of the round.
Decídeme, stay. Que si él puede Ahorita te agarró, te quedaba. Sí. Hay que tirarle y hay que movernos con jab. Sí. Que te quedas, te agarra.
Me distraje.
Sí, por eso tienes que estar bien concentrado.
Sí, no me grites mucho.
Sí. No te grito mucho, pues hazlo, papá. Sí. Sí. Tenemos que, pues, si ya quedamos lo que vamos a trabajar, hay que trabajarlo.
Sí, me agarró. ¿Con cuál me agarró? ¿Pero qué fue?
Un gancho.
¿Con esta?
Sí, vamos.
Tú concéntrate en lo que estás haciendo.
Vaya.
We had some nice exchanges in round 5. Rocha with the overhand left, coming back with a head-twisting right hook. And Ortiz is punching back on the inside. Not with the same authority, of course.
Desperation now from Carlos Ortiz's corner, telling him, like, if you got to throw with him, throw with him. Canelo, Gennady Golovkin, the rematch tonight. It starts at 5 o'clock, HBO pay-per-view, with Chocolatito Gonzalez taking on Moises Fuentes from Mexico City, who told the Spanish newspapers, I'm going to retire Chocolatito. I did that to Ivan Calderon, I'm going to do it tonight. Then after that, it'll be the middleweights, David Lemieux from Montreal, Canada, Gary O'Sullivan, Cork, Ireland. And the co-feature, a young up-and-comer from Tijuana, Jaime Munguia, 154 pounds, takes on Brandon Cook from Ontario, Canada. And then the main event, Canelo Alvarez, Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, against Gennady Golovkin from Kazakhstan. 5 o'clock Pacific in Las Vegas. A sold-out T-Mobile Arena tonight. In order to the HBO pay-per-view with Jim Lampley, Max Kellerman, and Roy Jones Jr. Alexis Rocha wants to be one day fighting pay-per-view. He's got to get through opponents like Carlos Ortiz. They give you that professional resistance. He could easily came in and, not easily, but had an opponent he blows out in the first round, and what do you learn from that?
Nothing.
Little body shot, followed by a right hook by Alexis Rocha. He's in the white. Thanks for joining us right now. His brother Ronnie Rios ringside. Ronnie's fought in this building.
Seeing some good counter-punching from Rocha in this fight.
Ronnie's fought for a world title. With the experience, they trained together. Ronnie's sort of trying to figure out right now if he's going to retire. His last fight was against Azajo Venetian, where he was stopped. And trying to figure out if he wants to go or if he wants to move on with his career. He's had a heck of a career, though.
Yeah, he's had a respectable career. He's fought a lot of really solid opponents. Some world-class guys as well. And he always gave his all.
Always. Fine young man, talented fighter. He's in the Golden Boy stable.
I think Rocha is feeling some fatigue right now. He's starting to worry about fighting into making it through the 8th round and fighting hard. So he's visibly taking his foot off the gas pedal. He's not initiating the exchanges as he has in previous rounds. It looks like he's laying back and countering the single shots now.
This is the toughest fight that he's had. He's bleeding from the nose of Alexis Rocha.
The jab has bothered him. It's something they're going to have to work on in the gym.
Toughest in terms of the resistance that he's had.
Yeah,
he's controlling this fight.
It's not a physical. He's won every round.
Yeah,
and it's not like Ortiz has put any punishment on him. But I just think it's psychologically it's tough on a young guy who's used to blowing out his opposition to go rounds like this and to keep hitting a guy over and over again.
Welcome back to the Social Media Lounge. Here's one thing that Cynthia and I have been seeing a lot about on people's tweets and even on Instagram. Cynthia, pull that tweet up for us, please. It is from Lake Show LeBron mentioning people keep saying he was trying to sit down, he missed the chair. When do you see someone sit down as fast as he did? He's referring to Canelo at the weigh-ins. A lot of confusion what happened there. He did not almost pass out. He did not stumble. The seat actually folded up and he missed it. Luckily, though, his team did catch him before he got hurt or before he really fell to the ground. So any misconfusion about that, we're clearing it up right here. He did not pass out. He's not feeling weak. And actually, I was standing right next to him. Canelo is in great physical form for tonight's fight.
It's funny because I saw that. I had to look up on the big screen. I said, oh my God, did he fall? And everyone was like, no, it was the chair. And so clarify, it was the chair, guys.
All right, cleared that one up.
Thank you. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one.
Traditional Patriots cap. Orange County guy, going for the Patriots. He loves the Tom Brady. We're over here going Sam Darnold in USC with the Jets. Instructions from Ortiz. They told them you've made him slow down. Keep throwing your jab. They must be listening to the broadcast, Dougie.
It was evident. The young man is thinking about, he's starting to think about, okay, round 7 and 8, I'm not used to fighting in these rounds. Maybe I need to slow down a little bit so I can be strong. I want to be able to finish strong if need be. So he slowed the pace down. I don't think Ortiz took advantage of that, though, enough to win the round. I still scored round 6 to Rocha.
Thanks for watching us, wherever you may be on this Saturday afternoon. With the Duran, Doug Fisher, by Frank Belmont. After this will be Virgil Ortiz out of Grand Prairie, Texas. Masa Ortiz from Mexico. Jane Haiti in the ring, telling Alexis keep the hands up, keep the shots up. The pace is slowed down. It's a good learning experience for Alexis Rocha. He wants to have that pay-per-view opportunity later down in his career.
No, he's doing everything a boxer needs to do to outpoint his opponent or break down most opponents. It's just that Ortiz came in here tough and mentally strong. And it looks like it's going to go the distance. And, that's not a bad thing.
Ortiz, 10-2, 10 KOs. First time in his career that he said he's the B-side fighter. Quick right hook from Alexis Rocha, moves back Ortiz.
We should note that one of Ortiz's losses was a 10-round bout, so he's fought past 8 rounds.
Quick check right from Rocha.
And that's not the case from Rocha.
No, he's still an 8-round fighter, still young, 21 years old.
And I think his previous fights that were scheduled for 8 rounds, they didn't go 8 rounds.
No.
I don't think they got out of the first round.
11-0, 8 KOs for Alexis Rocha. This is, look, Roberto Diaz and Golden Boy, they're going to put you on a pay-per-view show. Not pay-per-view broadcast, pay-per-view show. You have to show something. And this is what Rocha's doing. Showing that, hey, I have a fighter who's not used to losing. I have a fighter that I'm controlling. Good learning experience. Go back home and learn some things. Watch the tape. Make the adjustments. Like a good young fighter does as we're headed to the 8th and final round.
Ten cuidado, he's down, eh? You know he's gonna come at you. Give me the most right. Aquí es donde tienes que darle más. Dale todo.
Beautiful, powerful right hook, punctuating round 7.
Rocha threw that from the hip.
Good luck. 8th and final round with Alexis Rocha in white, Carlos Ortiz in red. Rocha controlling his bout from the opening bell. We expected him to control this fight. I don't think in this manner against a good opponent like Carlos Ortiz.
I'd say it's the best boxing technique and form that I've seen from him.
Yeah, solid.
I remember him being pretty raw in his first 4 or 5 bouts. He's pretty much just a banger.
That's what you should be.
Yeah. And he was fun. I mean, he was fun to watch. But at that point, I wouldn't have called him a welterweight or junior middleweight prospect.
Yeah. We have so many fighters that we see because we work for Golden Boy and do their club series where we see the guys making their pro debut, their second or third fights, guys that just signed and come up with them. And you see in the first 5 fights, oh man, a lot of hype. And then they get the tough Mexican journeyman. or the tough Japanese fighters or the European fighters, and we're just the gatekeepers of the sport.
Right.
And the guys, some pass that test, some wilt.
Or some just don't look that hot.
Yeah.
Once you step up that level of opposition.
Hector Lopez, the Rocha's trainer, is the one who watches the video. Alexis said he doesn't like watching too much of it, but he does watch his fights afterwards. This is going to be really good for the team to have something to analyze, break down, and you get 8 quality rounds.
Right, 8 rounds, so they can analyze, okay, here's your form in the first 3 rounds. Here's your form in the middle rounds. Here's your form in the late rounds of an 8-rounder, which is basically rounds 7 and 8. And that can help them devise a plan and a training regimen that will benefit Rocha going into 10-round bouts.
10 rounds, and hopefully one day 12-round championship fights like we will have tonight with Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. 12 rounds, 160-pound division with so much animosity between the two, and that pay-per-view starts at 5 o'clock on HBO pay-per-view. Solid right hand from Alexis Rocha, quick right hook.
I like it. Rocha is letting his hands go in 2 and 3 punch combinations often. I'm seeing a little bit of swelling underneath Rocha's right eye.
Yep.
There was the trickle of blood from the nose, so he's not getting through these 8 rounds unscathed, although he's won every round on my very unofficial scorecard.
And that's good. I know fighters don't want to get all bladed up and bruised, but that's another good thing, where learning how to fight with some adversity. When the eye is swelling, when you're cut, things that you want to have before you get into a championship fight. Final seconds of the bout, a good scrapping away from the distance. Alexis Rocha, Carlos Ortiz, hug, and go to the opposite corner. Good sign of sportsmanship between the two. And a good bout coming up next. Virgil Ortiz against Carlos Ortiz's brother, Roberto Ortiz. Masa Ortiz. Veteran, who's fought some of the best around.
Yeah, Masa is the more accomplished of the Ortiz brothers. More accomplished and, yeah, the more experienced as a professional.
All right, great fight there. You know what that means, right? We're just one more fight closer to Canelo Triple G2 happening tonight. And remember, you guys can purchase that fight, and of course the ones that are going to be preceding that, by going to CaneloTripleG.com and getting that fight there as well. We'll be doing the social media from there, and let's take a look at the screen right now. You guys see this? This is what you guys can be doing if you guys are sending those tweets in. It says just a few more hours to the Canelo Triple G2 fight, and I am super amped. Ton of fire emojis. If that doesn't say super excitement, I don't know what else does, right? Here's our next tweet. This one's from Ben Davis. It says, just bought the Canelo Triple G fight. Cannot bloody wait, Canelo Triple G2. I mean, come on.
You can
the
tell
excitement here.
That is, it's true, because everyone has just been talking about it, and now it's here. Now just buy it, have a fight party, do it with the family. It's the best way to do it, and just enjoy, and may the best man win tonight. That's all that matters.
And check out Amanda's tweet. I don't know if you saw it, but she says, I've never been so excited for a fight tonight. Let's send it back to Jeff.
Yes.
Scorecards, the totals are as follows: 80-72, 80-72, and 79-73, all for your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated from Santana, California, Alexis Rocha.
Unanimous decision for Alexis Rocha. He sweeps the cards. A good night of boxing for him. Learning experience as Rocha improves his record to 12-0. Carlos Ortiz falls to 10-3.
Okay.
Rocha starting off very well with the jab and the straight left to the head. Opened up that cut over the right eye of Ortiz. Ortiz hung in tough. Got hit a lot, but he punched back.
I can see Ortiz coming back on Golden Boy shows for testing some other fighters.
Absolutely. He is the perfect guy
upset some fighters.
to test welterweights and junior middleweights. And obviously, Golden Boy has other fighters at that weight coming up.
Great job, Alexis Rocha. Stay tuned for more here at the T-Mobile Arena.
And Don Trellis scores it. 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente es que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Welcome back, guys. Well, you know what? The fights are underway. I could see outside T-Mobile Arena, people, all the fans are coming out. There's still swag. People are out looking for tickets. There are still tickets available. Come. This is a fun night. Fun night. So, you guys, take a look at it. And there's so many good fights on. You know what? Just like Jess said earlier, we are one step closer to another fight. Another big fight night by Gennady and Triple G. Not Triple G. Gennady and Canelo. So let's find out who's going to do this rematch. Let's find out. You know what? We have so many tweets coming in from you guys from all around the world because I know you guys really, really want to see your favorite winner. So let's find out. Let's go. Let's do... Watching Canelo Triple G in Cancun tonight. Welcome, Cancun. Mexicans are going nuts for the fight. Hope Canelo comes out top just for the scenes over here. Should be a cracking night. See, people in Cancun are watching. This is going to be a fun night. Hope you guys are having a great time. And then this one, Canelo Gennady, Triple G tonight. Pulling for Triple G since he is also a dad in his mid-late 30s and doesn't have time for nonsense. He's probably just tired and wants to go to bed just at a reasonable time and do an early KO. You know what? A lot of people do not want to go to bed for this because you know what? There's going to be a knockout. I'm predicting a knockout somewhere. But, thank you, Dave Cohn. And let's see. Well, no, let's do. Oh, here we go. I like this one. Just paid for the Canelo Triple G fight. Mom walks in. You brought another fight. Me, yeah, Mom. Who's fighting this time? Me. Why? Best not start shouting at 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh, don't worry, I will. I hope everyone out in the UK, because I know the UK fans are going to be cheering, and they'll be up all night at the pubs. All right, guys, so you guys keep on sending all your tweets to us. We will be reading them. Keep it clean, remember. All right, guys, I'll see you guys soon.
Trellis scores it. 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente es que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Hey guys, well, there we go. We see T-Mobile Arena. Man, it's going to be such a fun fight night, all right? This is such a great night. So make sure you guys come out, tune into the fight, and that's all. Like, it's fight night, guys. It's fight night. You got to be excited like me, all right? See you guys back soon.
And Don Trellis calls it 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Самое большое событие для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
And here we go once again, 5 rounds, 10 rounds. This scheduled in the super lightweight division. Presented by Oscar de la Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions and Cancun Box with Pepe Gomez. Your title sponsor, Tecate, the official beer of boxing. And our sponsors for the evening, Hennessy, Interjet, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Fred Loya Insurance, The Motion Picture Venom, and Capital Holding. Your referee in charge of this bout, Vic Draculage. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black trunks, he weighed in 139 3/4 pounds. This veteran has a record standing at 35 victories, including 26 knockouts, 2 defeats, and 2 draws. Presentando de Torreón, Mexico, Roberto Ortiz. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wears white, trimmed in black and gold. He weighed in 139 1/2 pounds, and in 10 professional bouts, has 10 victories, all 10 wins coming by way of knockout. Here's the undefeated super lightweight from Dallas, Texas, Virgil Ortiz Jr. Once again, referee Vic Draculage with the final instruction.
Center of the ring. Not pizza. All right, gentlemen, this fight's scheduled for 10 rounds. You've received your instructions. Again, I want to caution you. Any punch below this point will be called low. Golpes debajo de este punto ser llamado bajo. That said, I want you to obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Obedezca mis comandos, protegerse a sí mismo siempre. Touch them out now. Good luck to both of you. Buena suerte, Alvarez.
Suerte. All right.
As we are underway, Virgil Ortiz Jr. in the white trunks, 10-0, 10 KOs. Most of those have been devastating knockouts, taking on Roberto Ortiz. Masa is his nickname, everybody calls him that, out of Torreón, Mexico. 35-2-2 with 26 KOs. Masa is a short name for macizo, which means he's solid. That's the nickname they have him.
We will see against young Virgil Jr., but Virgil is considered to be one of Golden Boy Promotions' brightest young prospects. And we're seeing that they truly believe that by matching Virgil against somebody as experienced as Masa and his previous opponent, who was a former two-time junior lightweight title holder, Juan Carlos Salgado. And that was just in June, and he ended that fight in the 3rd round.
Quickly, and that was a headliner of ESPN. So Virgil Ortiz is now headlining ESPN. He's here fighting pay-per-view. Doesn't talk much, this young man. His second fight with Robert Garcia, and he attacks. He was a main sparring partner of Jose Ramirez, who won an excellent fight last night against Antonio Orozco.
That was a sensational performance and a great effort. A sensational performance by Ramirez, but a great effort from Antonio Orozco.
So in the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy in Riverside, Virgil is sparring a who's who in that camp. Also had Brandon Rios that he sparks with. At times gone with Mikey Garcia, Robert's younger brother.
Can't get any better work than that.
On a daily basis, that's what he's getting. And before that, Virgil was training with Joel Diaz, where he served as Lucas Matisse's main sparring partner.
That's true.
And pretty soon it's going to be Virgil Ortiz who's saying, oh, I sparred with Virgil Ortiz. That's what's going to be happening soon, the way he's going. More body shots. He sits on his punches really nicely, does Virgil Ortiz, at Grand Prairie, Texas. Started his career at Vivero Boxing Gym in the Dallas area.
Garcia's got him really working a hard jab. I'm seeing more straight punches from the outside from Virgil than I have in previous fights, and I like what I see. I like that straight left to the body.
Virgil's a fighter who made his pro debut at Canelo Smith at Cowboy Stadium. When Oscar De La Hoya at a press conference said this kid's going to be a future world champion. And the way Oscar said it, the way Virgil reacted was, yeah, like, matter of fact, we are.
It's a lot of pressure on a young fighter.
But he doesn't think it's pressure. Virgil says, yeah, why not?
That speaks to his mentality.
And he was 18 at the time.
So Virgil Ortiz Jr. is definitely fighting on one of the biggest stages of his career, but probably in front of one of the smallest crowds that he has ever fought in front of. That's just because that right now at the T-Mobile Arena, it is starting to fill up right now. We've got a lot of fans that are still trickling in, but the fans are really outside of the T-Mobile Arena. If you go out there, it is like tailgate central is what it feels like. A lot of fans dressed up, of course, rooting for either Canelo or Triple G, but the excitement from outside is definitely going to fill up this arena here inside. I mean, just the weigh-in was definitely buzzing, so we can only imagine what things are going to be like here inside the T-Mobile Arena as soon as this place is full. Remember, it did sell out, so expect there to be fans from the very, very top to the very, very bottom.
Be careful, you got to keep throwing your jab.
Vamos a hacerla.
Beth Duran, Doug Fisher here, ringside in Las Vegas. The T-Mobile Arena starting to fill in. Later on the night, it's going to be completely sold out, jam-packed, raucous, just like the weigh-in was. Over 5,000 people lined up and got in for the weigh-in. And down goes Ortiz.
Beautiful short right hand.
4, 5,
Roberto Ortiz.
7,
Feels a right
8.
hand.
Come here. There you go. You okay? Walk to me. Okay.
Virgil smelling blood right away. Staying calm. Virgil Ortiz in the white. 10-0, 10 KOs. Will he make it 11? Going backwards. Body shot from Virgil. Ortiz goes down for the second time in the round. He felt upstairs. He felt it in the body.
5,
Very wise of the young man to attack the body.
8.
You gonna stay down?
9.
Wobbling right at 9. Jay Nathan, come here. And it's over. A second round stoppage for Virgil Ortiz Jr. The hot prospect from Grand Prairie, Texas. is now 11-0, 11 KOs.
Golden Boy knows what they're doing and the way that they're matching this young man. They know they have something special.
Doug, Roberto Ortiz is 30. We're now 35-3-2. There he is, Virgil's in hug with his dad. He is not just a walk over.
No, he was coming in. Listen, he was coming into this fight having suffered back-to-back losses.
Yeah.
But that was to much more mature opposition.
Yes.
He was stopped last, I believe, November against Cletus Selden. That was a brutal loss, but that was a loss we kept getting up where he was cut badly. And that was a more mature fighter with his man strength and everything. With Virgil Ortiz, I'm seeing more technique from him. He was surgical with his power punches.
Surgical, great way to say that, Doug. Joe Martinez in the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes with the official time. 1 minute, 3 seconds, round number 2. Referee Vic Dracula steps in and stops the contest for your winner by TKO. And now 11-0 with 11 consecutive knockouts, still undefeated, Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Keep an eye out on this kid. 11-0, 11 KOs, Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Yeah, he is definitely going places. Let's see some highlights of these knockdowns. I almost missed the first knockdown.
Yeah.
That right was so short. Boom, it was a counter right.
Yes.
Right on the point of the chin. A counter right over the jab of Masa Ortiz. And it didn't just drop the veteran, it sent him sprawling. Even as he struggles to get up, his legs aren't working. So he is still neurologically scrambled. And it looked like that right hand didn't even have full extension. Here's the second knockdown. He's attacking the body. And we have a delayed effect from that right to the body. The shots to the head didn't help poor Roberto Ortiz either.
No, they didn't. And even the way he got up the second time.
That was just pride getting him up.
It was pride, but at 9, he stood up and was wobbly.
Yeah, and Vic Draculich was wise to note that and save Masa Ortiz from himself.
And here's
See,
the one.
There's the right to the body, and then there was a short right to the temple, and he's already on his way down.
That was more the result for the first
But
one.
look how stiff his legs are.
Yep.
You can't even extend them. Of course, his body, he was still dealing from the effects of that short counter right hand. And Ortiz stays composed. He's not like a super emotional, passionate person. But he is a really nice guy, and I think as the boxing media get to know him and interview him, they'll find out about his talents as a natural self-taught musician.
Self-taught musician,
What a
taught
nice guy
himself the
he is.
keyboard, taught himself the guitar, and he plays some rock music just for you, Doug Fisher.
I approve.
Guys, if we start calling you Dr. Virgil Ortiz Jr., that's because Dougie Fisher saying you looked surgical out there, really praising your technique. Tell me about tonight's performance and what you felt like out there.
I felt like that was the best I could have done. I really put some thought into what I was going to do. The first knockdown, I was planning it before the fight. I knew that I would be able to time his jab, and I just needed to make sure I get the timing down, and I threw the right and it caused first knockdown.
You know what, not that it was really a concern, but a lot of people saying this guy having 3 times the experience that you have, not just that, but having his man strength, as they say it. Was that ever a concern for you, and how did you train for this, knowing the type of experience he brings to the table?
It was never a concern. I spar world-class fighters, and many world champions. They all hit very hard. But, preparation, it was a lot of sparring, a lot of mitts, and it was a lot of guidance from Robert and my dad and my coach Hector, and it's all it took.
Now improving to 11-0 with 11 of those by KO. Did you expect it to happen so early tonight in that second round?
Honestly, I expect to go the distance because I used to spar Masa before, and he was pretty tough. He was actually one of my first sparring partners when I turned pro, and it didn't look nothing like this. He gave me very good sparring, but I'm grateful that he gave me this opportunity to fight him with a good record, and it's only up from here.
All right, expecting the distance, but of course calling it an early night. So now what, you getting ready to watch Canelo Triple G?
I'm gonna go get some tacos.
Tacos. That's a good way to celebrate tonight. Is the team all going too? You guys are going with tacos?
We're all going. Yeah, we're all going.
And I gotta ask, Canelo, Triple G, who do you want to win?
Canelo, obviously. And not only do I want him to win, I know he's going to win because he's going to make a lot of adjustments. You know, that was his first time fighting at 160 that time, but now he's gotten a feel of it. Not only that, he's felt Golovkin's power. You know, maybe hyped up his power a lot. People hyped up his power, so maybe like, okay, I got to be careful. But he's felt it before. He even got hit by a clean shot. So now he's going to be comfortable and he's going to try to go in for the kill.
As confident with his pick tonight as he is in the ring, you guys. Virgil Ortiz Jr. improving to 11-0 with 11 KOs. Let's send it back up to Cynthia.
Wow, what a great knockout. Woo! Can't wait. This fight night is just getting started. Tune in, stay tuned, and go get some cookies and just come back. More fights to come. I was going to say beer.
Scores it 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Say that again. I couldn't hear. Hey guys, welcome back. We are here Fight Night at T-Mobile Arena, and make sure you guys buy your online at Canelo versus Triple G2.com. You get the full fight. I hope you guys are tuned into the undercards because they are really good. You just missed a knockout. If you did, you need to watch it again. All right, guys? So lots of fights coming up. Stay tuned, okay?
And Don Trellis scores it. 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente es que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Okay. All right, guys. You guys make sure you buy that pay-per-view, CaneloTripleG.com. It's the rematch we've all been waiting for. Don't miss out, because if you miss out, you're gonna miss a very, very, very good fight. And right now, we're coming up to the undercards, and soon it's me, Chocolatito. There's a lot of good fights, so make sure you buy this pay-per-view. You won't miss it. If you do, shame on you. Sucks for you. All right, guys. Let's get back to the fights.
And Don Trellis scores it. 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente es que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
Woo! Did you guys see that promo? Canelo Triple G online. Buy this pay-per-view, CaneloTripleG.com. The online pay-per-view, because let's talk about this. The weigh-ins yesterday from the main event. Little did we know that it was going to be that kind of animosity. But man, it was fire. Canelo lunging, Abel in the middle of it. Gennady stood himself down, poised. And man, if that was just a little taste of what we're going to see tonight, I'm excited because we know it's going to be fireworks. T-Mobile will light up tonight, and you guys have got to watch it. So we're going to get ready to go probably to the next fight. Oh, here we go. Okay, so right now here's Gennady walking in, really poised, very, very excited. Usually he's just, he doesn't really talk, but he was happy. And then Canelo comes up to the stage, and man, you know, all the fans are coming out for him, and it was just fire. Everyone was cheering. The Mexican flags were up. The Kazakh flags were up. And you never knew. Honestly, no one in the audience knew what was about to happen. We all wanted to see what they were going to weigh in because he came in a little light. He was looking lighter, Canelo was. But he came in at 159.6, and Gennady came in at 159.4. But wow, it was some good stuff. And that face-off, I didn't think maybe it was just, you know, a nice face-off, but I didn't expect the shoving. Everyone started getting in the mix, and it was just fire. If you know me, I like a good fight. I love a brawl, and I love blood, but keep it in the ring. We want to see it, and that's why you guys have got to buy this pay-per-view on CaneloTripleG.com. You guys, I am a big advocate for this rematch and the rest of the fights on this card, so don't miss it. And hey, you never know who's going to get knocked out because someone promised a knockout. Let's see if it's going to happen. Canelo wants that knockout, and so does Gennady. So find out, tune in, and buy the pay-per-view, guys, all right? It's fight night, guys.
Scores it 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
All right, guys, there you see it, the MGM Grand, where all of the activities have been happening during Fight Week as we have been leading up to today. Canelo Triple G2, it is about to go down at the T-Mobile Arena. Cynthia and I, we have had the pleasure of getting to work all of those Fight Week activities, and let me tell you, that is just the start. That is just the tip of the iceberg of what you can expect happening here tonight as we prepare for Canelo Triple G2. And of course, I know that you guys are enjoying the stream right now because we're seeing it all over Twitter using that hashtag Canelo Triple G2. However, if you want to see the fights, you got to make sure to buy it online, CaneloTripleG.com, and that is your ticket to watch the fight tonight, the fight that everyone is going to be talking about, the fight that everyone has been talking about, Canelo Triple G2. It is so hard to believe that that night is finally here.
Finally, it's only taken a year, literally a year to this day. Or actually, it was 16th last year, but it's finally here. All the controversies put to bed. Like I say, shut up and fight. That's all we want. And now this rematch is about to happen.
That's right. And of course, as we were saying, we were doing all of the festivities this week. We had the grand arrivals happening on Tuesday. And of course, things already started to get heated up right there between David Lemieux, Spike O'Sullivan. Words being exchanged between those two, and words being exchanged all week. And not even that, but during their final press conference, before even getting to the stage, those two guys were exchanging words also on Twitter. So that's another fight. You do not want to miss it. But the only way to watch that is going to CaneloTripleG2.com and buying that digital ticket. Now we're taking a look right now at Gennady Triple G making his way to the stage. There's Cynthia Conte as well.
That is me
who
right
was
there.
doing the reporting for that. Now, I think people were a little bit surprised to see what happened here at the weigh-in. This was the first time that these two were actually seeing each other face to face during the weigh-in. We're taking a look at Canelo Alvarez right there, blessing himself as he's making his way to the stage. A lot of Mexican fans in attendance for him as well. But listen, that face-off got very intense. I think these are two professionals that we have, and not to say that they're not professionals after this, but listen, the look that we saw in their eyes, the intensity that we saw between those two as they faced off, if you weren't excited for the fight before, you should be now. CaneloTripleG.com. That is the only way to buy the ticket to watch this fight. Cynthia, what did you think of the weigh-in?
Just like I'm a casual fan, casual boxing fan, did not expect anything less. Actually, I did not expect Canelo
Here it
to
is.
do that. And there you go. So uncharacteristic of Canelo. But you know what? If you were not sold on this fight before, I hope you are sold now, because these guys do not like each other. They are going into the ring with bad intentions, and they want to beat each other up. They want a knockout. They have said it out loud, and now we have to see if their prediction will come true. But you know what? Fire. Look at this. Even Chepo, Abel, all of them got involved. This is
Chepo,
really
of course, from
personal.
Canelo's team, Abel from Triple G's team. The one thing that I did notice from this, so you see Canelo right there, walks right into that face-off, very aggressive, talking to him all week. The one thing he told me is, I am absolutely going for the knockout from the first bell. So look at him to be just as aggressive as you see right here at the weigh-in, to be that aggressive at the fight tonight. Listen, all I know is that I do not want to be on the other side of that ring from either of these two guys.
You know what? After this, after all their talking, I want to see how are they going to start. Are they going to be more aggressive? Are they going to come out like bulls? Are they going to do what they say they're going to do? We're going to have to find out. Get that online pay-per-view, CaneloTripleG.com. Make sure you tune into the live streams, because these are fire fights. These are fun fights. There's going to be knockouts predicted. All right.
And of course, like she said, if you want to watch that tonight, CaneloTripleG.com. That is the only way for you to have access to see those fights tonight online. And of course, we'll be doing some of the social media reporting all throughout the night as well. So make sure you guys are sending in your tweets. Hashtag CaneloTripleG2.
Yes.
That is how you send those in. When you send a tweet, that's right. Use that. Listen, I don't know about you, but if I was ever going to be in a fight, the person that I want in my corner, Chepo, for sure. Chepo had his boys back on there. Cynthia, let's take a look at some of these tweets today. And of course, use the hashtag CaneloTripleG2. That's the only way that we're going to be seeing yours.
Oops, there we go. So here we go. From Toontown Booze J, so stoked for Canelo Triple G2, feeling like a kid on Christmas morning. Big drama show. Actually, I felt the same way. It's like it finally came, and it's like, yes, it is Christmas.
Yeah, and look at that last hashtag. I think we know who he's going for tonight. Let's take a look at one more tweet that we have here.
Okay. Canelo Triple G2. Can't wait for Canelo. He has to win on Mexican Independence Day. He's going to knock out Triple G on the 8th round.
Wow.
Okay, nice. That is a nice prediction by Alejandro Del Villar.
Yeah, you know, and we've been getting a lot of predictions from people, so make sure that you send those predictions in. Use that hashtag Canelo Triple G2. We were talking to Bernard Hopkins earlier this week. Of course, Bernard, the legend, telling us that he sees this fight going the distance. He sees Canelo winning by unanimous decision, but a very hard-fought, hard-won unanimous decision. So if you guys agree with him, or if you agree with our last tweet saying that, you know, it's going to end in the 8th, let us know your thoughts. Send those tweets in with your prediction using that hashtag Canelo Triple G2. And of course, if you want to get that pay-per-view, go to CaneloTripleG.com. That is the only way that you will check out the action tonight.
Don't miss it, guys. Don't miss it.
And Don Trellis calls it 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
All right, and don't miss it. Head over to CaneloTripleG.com so you can check out all of the action happening here at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. You guys, Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, the entire sports world, the entire boxing world, almost the entire world has been waiting for this night to finally happen. Jess Rosales, Cynthia Conte joining you here at the T-Mobile Arena inside our nice little cozy social media lounge that we've got here. We are reading your guys' social media comments, so make sure that you are tweeting in using that hashtag Canelo Triple G2. That's the only way that we're going to see what you guys are saying. So you can have an opinion, but unless you use that hashtag, we're not going to see it. So Cynthia, can you do me a favor? Can you pull up this tweet that we had from Brian McDonald saying, getting so close, about 4 hours until the main event is in the ring. Can't freaking wait. Nothing in sports beats the feeling of a big fight. And I want to talk about that because how do you put into words the atmosphere that we're feeling, not only in the arena already, but outside?
Outside. The feeling right now is there's a lot of pride because it is Mexican Independence Day. Kazakhs, everyone, there's so many fans from around the world that have flown out for their favorite fighters. And it's just, there's tension, there's love, there's anxiety, there's so many, every kind of emotion you can think of, that is what everyone is feeling. And they just cannot wait till that main event starts and everyone will be holding their breath. I'm getting the chills right now thinking about it. But yeah, that is the feeling of what we're feeling right now here in the arena and just outside. And outside, they're having so much fun. It's just fun to see all the Gennady, the band.
The headbands,
yeah. The headbands, the Canelo, just
unless you see someone running around wearing that band. But just a reminder, guys, CaneloTripleG.com, that's how you get it. And you can also watch it on Fight.tv. That's Fight, F-I-T-E. So Fight.tv, that is also another outlet that you can watch it. Of course, Golden Boy Promotions doing their best to get you all of the exclusives, all of the behind the scenes, and give you options when it comes to watching this. So CaneloTripleG.com and Fight.tv as well. So we are holding it down in our social media lounge up here, Jess Rosales, Cynthia Conte. But use the hashtag.
Got to use a hashtag.
What is it?
Canelo Triple G2. Okay?
That's how you get your comments up here, guys.
Canelo Triple G2. And keep it clean. keep it clean. You guys all have something to say, let us know, but keep it clean, and you might be able to pop up right here, and we'll be able to read it for you guys.
All right, sounds good. We got a lot more coming up right here on the stream, but of course, CaneloTripleG.com and Fight.tv is the only way that you guys are going to be watching the action with exclusives.
Yes.
Of course, tonight here as we wait for Canelo Triple G 2 from Las Vegas.
Boom!
And Don Trellis scores it. 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content on CaneloTripleG.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2, streaming live on CaneloTripleG.com.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
And Don Trellis scores it. 114, 114. This is officially a draw.
Triple G's camp is very vocal that they won.
Look my belt. I still champion.
Canelo's camp is very vocal that they won.
Yo lo que sí tenía en mente que había ganado la pelea, mínimo 8 rounds de la pelea.
Let's do it again. Part 2.
Their guy is not good enough to beat my guy. He didn't beat him the first time, and he's not going to beat him the second time.
Ya pasaron la línea. Esto ya se hizo más personal, ¿no?
Even as successful as the first fight was, the rematch is at a whole different level.
Это самое большое событие для мира, для бокса.
Catch all the action and exclusive content at RingTV.com.
Siempre mis knockouts son espectaculares y eso es lo que voy a hacer.
Canelo versus Golovkin 2 at RingTV.com, the official online pay-per-view.
All I have to say is get ready for a war.
This is beautiful brutality.
Don't miss Final Judgment, September 15th.
All right, guys, taking a look at beautiful Las Vegas, or Sin City, as some people call it. If you want to come out here and have some fun, CaneloTripleG.com. That is the way that you can buy the online pay-per-view, as well as on Fight.tv, F-I-T-E, changing the spelling up a little bit on there. But of course, we are hanging out inside the T-Mobile Arena. Jasper Salas, Cynthia Conte coming to you from our social media lounge. If you guys have any thoughts, any comments, any predictions on tonight's big fight, even on some of the fights that are going to be happening before that one, let us know what you're thinking using that hashtag CaneloTripleG2, because we want to know everything that people are saying.
Everything.
Hey,
everything.
I'm excited for a lot of these fights tonight, starting from that first one that's going to be on the pay-per-view. We've got Chocolatito trying to make his bounce back after 2 very hard losses.
Yeah.
And of course, he's got a pretty tough opponent tonight.
Moises Fuentes. Right. That is a tough one. It's interesting because they have a height difference. And, you know, when Chocolatito comes out, he comes out with that song that's so heartwarming. And you just want to cry. But you know what? He's not going to be crying in the ring, because this is a very, very tough fight, and he needs to win to get back to that elite status, to hopefully fight for another championship belt. And then, of course, we got Spike O'Sullivan and David Lemieux. That one, like you said, fireworks already from the beginning. They are predicting a knockout. They really hate each other. And so then that's like the prelude to the next fight, which is Jaime Munguia versus Brandon Cook. That is for a WBO strap. There is a belt on the line. One is hungry to defend his belt. The other one's hungry because two fights. He got canceled out of 2 fights. So now he really wants to.
Yeah, and so right now we're actually going to go back to that fight that you just mentioned, David Lemieux, Spike O'Sullivan. It's really weird to me calling him Gary O'Sullivan. His name is Spike, people. Let's just get used to that one, okay? It's Gary Spike O'Sullivan, but here you see them at the weigh-in. This just happened yesterday. David Lemieux is so serious, and Spike O'Sullivan looks like he's having some fun out there, but David Lemieux definitely not having it. Take a look at his face, very serious. But these two starting those fireworks off early. That's been going on all weekend since their final press conference, since the grand arrivals, since before the fight, since before we got here to Vegas, online tweeting each other.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these two having some very bad blood between them. You can feel that animosity and you can feel the hate that's going on there. David Lemieux even telling Bobby Diaz, I'm going to break his bones.
Oh, wow.
Every bone in his
I
body.
didn't even know that.
And he said, parental advisory, don't let your kids watch this fight tonight. So David Lemieux is getting ready to bring it. He's bringing it with those words. Let's see if he can back it up with those punches tonight. But we know that guy likes to brawl.
Yes,
Spike
he does.
O'Sullivan, same thing. So that's going to be a fight you don't want to miss. Of course, Canelo, GGG.com. That's how you check out the action right here online with that online pay-per-view.
You guys have got